to do chest, triceps, and abdominals. I'm going to be doing the version that is a little bit more advanced. Nalina is going to be doing the other version on the wall. So pick the version, the modification that works for you, because there is a version for everybody. The first exercise is going to be a push-up. When you're doing a push-up, you want your hands a little wider than shoulders. If you have a shoulder injury, you want to barely drop, because that keeps it into the chest and it keeps it out of the shoulder. You're still using a push-up, just not down into the shoulder. If you do not have a shoulder injury, you're going to drop down to 90 degrees. You're going to push yourself up and do 10 reps. The modification on the floor is going to be on knees, and Nalina will show you the modification on the wall.
So the modification on the wall is going to be same thing, hands a little wider than shoulder width, and even with the shoulders. You're going to push yourself into a 90-degree angle with the arms and press back up. And same thing, if you have a shoulder injury, little ranges of motion.
Next exercise is going to be a jackknife and abdominal exercise. So for this one, when you're laying on the ground, you want your lower back to be in contact with the ground. Don't allow it to arch. So the way we do that is to keep our knees bent. Hands are coming from overhead. We're bringing our hands toward our heels, and we're setting them back down. So each time you come up, your knees come in, your shoulders come in, you set it down.
In the chair, you can modify that by just sitting and bringing shoulders and knees together. So I can squeeze down right here. A little more advanced is also engaging that lower abdominal area, picking up here. And you can make it a little harder by extending that leg out a little further.
We want you guys to do 3 sets of these. So if you can't, if you can only do 1, that's the modification. But if you're more advanced, go through that 10 sets of each one back and forth until you get 3 sets done, then move to the next series of exercises. So your next exercise is going to be a walking push-up. Same thing as before, but we start with our hands close together. We're going to walk to the side, little push-up if you have a shoulder injury, regular push-up if you do not, and walk to the other side.
Modify that on the wall by same thing, start hands together, in the middle of your body, move one out to the side, drop to that 90-degree angle, press back out, and then move to the other side.
Next exercise for your abdominals, the bicycle. You have upper and lower abdominals and you have diagonals. To reach the diagonals, you're going to bring shoulder to knee and shoulder to knee. You want to pick up your knee and you want to pick up your shoulder also as you alternate, leaving your lower back on the floor.
Modified in the chair, start with your hand right here on your shoulder. Same thing, bringing opposites together, nice tight tummy. Squeeze one direction, and then when you're done, you can squeeze to the opposite side. You can make that a little harder by extending the limbs out and pulling a little further if you need to.
3 sets of 10 of those, and then move to the next exercise, which is a narrow push-up. A narrow push-up involves more triceps. Hands are close together. You probably, if you can do full push-ups, narrow push-ups, you often have to go to knees for modification. So you can just bring it down a little bit if you can't come down very far, or you can bring it further, and you can do it into a full push-up, but they're much harder. So we're looking for 10. Do as many as you can of the version you need to.
Modified on the wall, smaller range of motion for less impact and larger range of motion if you need it a little harder. You want to make sure that your elbows are not kicking out this way. Keep them tucked in nice and tight and close to you so that you can really isolate without tweaking any of the other little muscles in here.
Second abdominal to go with that one is a Russian twist. On the floor, a Russian twist is when you're sitting in position, lean back just far enough that you engage your abdominals. That's a different point for each person. Some people are here, some people are here. It's wherever you engage. When you turn to the side, you take a breath, you pull in your belly and your butt and breathe out as you come across. Take a breath on the other side, breathe out as you squeeze back. So you're looking for 10.
Modified in the chair, same thing. The difference is because you oftentimes have a back here, when you have that back rest, you need to be scooted out from it or it can get in the way. So scoot forward in your chair, then lean back, pull your tummy in nice and tight, move to the side, and when you're ready, big breath, squeeze all the way across and squeeze all the way back.
Again, 3 sets back and forth with those exercises until you finish the set. And then our final exercise is a tricep dip. So because we are using this motion when we're doing push-ups, our triceps, the back of the arms, are already warm. So a tricep dip sitting on the floor is simply palms, fingers facing your body. You can just lean your body weight back and push your weight forward. If you need to make it harder, you pick up your butt and you do the same thing.
You can modify that in the chair right here just by barely picking your body weight up. You can utilize those same tricep muscles.
So final exercise for today is going to be a Superman. Most people think that a few abdominal crunches is what you need to do to get your abs and to get your core strong. But part of the core is your lower back. So I'm going to be lying down and doing a Superman. A Superman is hands and legs up at the same time. To make it harder, you extend your arms further.
On the wall, you bring your hands up at the same time, but alternate feet. Coming straight back, and then switch to the other foot.
And that are your exercises today. Again, back and forth. You need to do 3 sets of each one of those. If you can only make it through 1 set, that's okay. You need to work at your pace and make sure you rest as much as you need to, but still feel like you're pushing. When you're done, you want to feel like you did something with your body.